Right, welcome to game one of this three-game set between the Los Angeles Dodgers and the San Diego Padres. This was played May 5th, 6th, and 7th in 2023. This is another game of Precision Baseball. My name is Brian Hafferkamp. I'm the designer and creator of Precision Baseball, and this game is still in development. It's actually in the sort of the major testing phase, and so playing some games here to test out the game, get a good direction about what should be added to the game, and there are testers out there playing right now, hopefully 10 to 20 games, just to kind of let me know what's going to go on with their results and what they're seeing, and maybe if there's some things that can be added or subtracted or changed. So that's kind of where the game is, and no timetable for release yet. Pretty safe to say I'll be releasing it before next season. At this point, they're still, we're only in May, so it could be by the time this baseball season is finished. I'm not sure. But I just want to make sure this is a full big game. There's lots going on here, and so just kind of keep up. There's some other videos on this channel that go through a little bit of more description about how to play and things like that. So I'm not really going to do much of that in this game, but got everything set and ready to go. You can see here that I've gone through and put the ratings for each of the players. I've taken them off of their cards, and I've just put them onto the sheet for quick reference. So it should be helpful in giving us a little bit quicker reference. I don't have to rifle through the cards every time. All right, this is the Dodgers. Their lineup is Betts leading off, Freeman at first, he's hitting second. Will Smith will be catching in this one. Max Muncy is the cleanup man, playing at third base. Jason Hayward is the 5-hole hitter. He's in center field in this game. James Outman will be playing left. Miguel Vargas at second. David Peralta is the DH. He's hitting 8th. And Miguel Rojas is the shortstop. He's hitting in the 9-hole. Going on the mound for the Dodgers is Clayton Kershaw. He's got a 22 stamina. Really good against righties, a little worse than average against lefties, so we'll see how that plays out. For the home Padres, so playing this one in Petco Park, I can't remember. I think Petco is one of those places where you can try to rob a home run, if I remember right. So we'll play it that way. And Fernando Tatis is leading off. He's playing in right field. Manny Machado is the third baseman. He's hitting second. Juan Soto in left. He is the third place hitter. Bogarts will be at shortstop. He's the cleanup man. Nelson Cruz, big right-handed stick, gets the start at DH and hits in the 5-hole. Jake Cronenworth is playing at first. He is in the 6th spot. Ha-Sung Kim will be at second base. Austin Nola gets the turn catching here. And then Trent Grisham will be in center field. He is in the 9-hole. All right, so let's get this one started. It will be Yu Darvish against the LA Dodger lineup. It'll be Betts, Freeman, and Smith. So Betts against righties is a 5. So this is going to be a 1-12, and he gets the advantage. So this will actually be coming off of his card, 884 against a right-hander. And that's going to be a ground ball, stroke past the third baseman into the left field corner, and Betts is going to be coming up into second base with a leadoff double. So Mookie gets everything started. He is the engine that gets this offense going. Be Freddie Freeman coming up. Freeman will be a 1-9, and he gets control. So this will be off his card. 287 against a righty is going to be a fly ball as he punches this one out to center field. Grisham is there to make the catch. That's going to be out number 1. Let's see if there's any advancement for the runner. So on fly balls with runners on base, we have a runner advancement chart here. So to center field, 779 is here with a runner on second. It is the player's choice. Grisham's arm is a -2. Betts' running is a +2. So we're going to go ahead, and that's going to be deep enough to try to get Betts over to third base. So what we do whenever the base runner's speed is faster than the outfielder's arm, I guess when that number's higher than the outfielder's arm, we have to go off the outfield arm chart. So he's in this last column. 31 to 100, Betts will be out at third. Otherwise, he's going to be safe. 774, or 747, he'll be safe at third base as Betts is able to move along on that sac fly to center field. So Freeman hits it deep enough to move the runner along. We got one out with a runner at third base and Will Smith to the plate. This is going to be a 1-9, and Will Smith gets control. This will be off the pitcher. 086 is a ground ball. That goes to 359. It's a grounder to second base. Second baseman is Ha-Seong Kim, and he's going to handle that one with no problems. So let's see what happens with that runner at third base. It's a 589. That's here. Runner at third base. That's a 4-3 put out with an asterisk, which means that the runner scores. So Will Smith does his job. He's going to get an RBI for that. Betts comes in on the grounder to second base. And just like that, the Dodgers take a 1-0 lead. That's out number 2. So the Padres trade the out for the run, and that'll bring up Max Muncy to the plate. Left-handed batter, Muncy is going to be a 1-5. He gets control. So this is off Darvish. 806 is a hit, and a 667 off of a righty. That's going to be another double, as Mac Muncy with a ground rule double. He'll wind up at second base. The Dodgers still in business in this one. Brings up Jason Hayward. Hayward, a lefty bat. He is a 1-6 to get control. So this is off of Darvish again. 776, another high roll, another hit. This time it is going to be a single. And that base hit goes to, it's a grounder up the middle. Sneaks into center field. And Max Muncy runs at a +2. So a +2 into center field, he will score. And Jason Hayward with the RBI single puts LA up 2-0 in the top of the first. LA striking quickly here against Yu Darvish. James Outman, another lefty bat. He's going to be a 1-4 for control. But boy, a lot of high rolls here for Darvish. This happened to Blake Snell in previous game. 683. So Outman against a right-hander. That's going to be another 2-bagger. That one is a little blooper down the right field line, and he's going to get 2 out of that. Hayward goes to third. He runs at a 0. The right fielder is Fernando Tatis. He has an arm of 7 and a range of 21. And so we're going to keep him there even with 2 outs. He's going to stop at third base. So Outman with the 2-out double brings up Miguel Vargas. And Vargas against righties, he's going to be a -3 advantage, so 1-7. 626 off of Darvish's card is a strikeout. So Darvish finally ends the inning with the 3rd out, but not before 2 runs come across for the Dodgers. I don't move his stamina because it's a strikeout, because basically you go 1 for the batter and then a +1 for the strikeout. So no need to really move it there. 2-0 LA as we go to the bottom of the first. San Diego will be up. It'll be Tatis, Machado, and Soto against Clayton Kershaw. Tatis is a +2 and Kershaw is a -6. So that's a 1-6 control for Tatis. There's another high roll. This will be some sort of hit for Tatis. And a 5-12 off a lefty is going to be a base hit. That ball is hit down the left field line, a little blooper to left. The left fielder is James Outman. Outman doesn't have much of an arm. His range plus his arm is a +1. Tatis runs at a 1. So, can't remember when it's even. I want to say when it's even, it has to be on the base runner. So we're going to leave that at a just a single. So Tatis with a single, a little blooper down the left field line. He's at first base. He steals at a +3. Kershaw's hold is a 1, and Max Muncy Smith throws at a 2, so he's a +3. So that would be 3 - 3. He would be a 0. Maybe if he needed it, I would send him, but otherwise, I'm not going to send him. Manny Machado against the lefty is a +2, so he's a 1-6, and that does come off Manny's card. 949 against a lefty is going to be a home run. So 949, it's just at his home run range. We have a 7. 7 on a home run is over the right fielder's head as Manny Machado goes to the opposite field and cranks one. And just like that, we have a tie ball game. So a lot of first inning fireworks here for both teams. And both starting pitchers getting stung in this one. Brings up Juan Soto, left on left matchup. This is going to be a 1-13 for Soto. So 184 is going to be a ground ball to third base. The third baseman is there and makes a good throw across the diamond. That's Muncy. That'll be out number 1. 1 down, 2 already in for San Diego. Our score's 2-2 already in the bottom of the first inning. Xander Bogaerts to the plate. He is going to be a 1-5 for control. It's a 10, so this is 587 off of Kershaw's card. And that's going to be a strikeout. That's Clayton Kershaw with his first K of the game. And that's going to bring up Nelson Cruz. Cruz with 2 outs now, 2 already in on the Manny Machado home run. And Cruz will be a right-hander -1, so he's a -7. 1-3, he gets control. So this will go off of Kershaw's card. 366 is going to be a line drive. Line drive goes to center field. The center fielder is Jason Hayward, and he's going to be there to make the catch for out number 3. So 2 runs come in for San Diego, and that evens our score at 2 apiece. We head to the top of the second inning, 2-2 with Peralta, Rojas, and then back to the top of the order with Mookie Betts. Peralta, left-handed hitter, so he is going to be a -5. So a 1-5, he gets control. It's a 6. So this will come off of Darvish's card. And that's going to be a ground ball. It's a grounder to third base, no problem for the third baseman, Machado, who is going to make a nice throw over to first. And that is out number 1. brings up Miggy Rojas. Rojas is a 1/8. So this is off of his card, 263. That's another grounder. This one's going to go to short. And no play. No problem with the throw it short. So we're going to go 6-3 on the putout. Shortstop is Bogarts, very sure-handed at short. And he makes the play for out number 2. 2 down. And Mookie Betts to the plate. He doubled and scored on fielder's choice back in the first inning. So that's a 9. Mookie Betts is a 1/12, so that's off of his card. 723 off a righty is going to be another hit. That's a base knock. And that will be a blooper into left center field. It's the left fielder who gets the ball. That'll be Juan Soto. Soto has a, what is that? It's going to be like a -7. And Betts runs at a +2, so that's a little deep bloop there, and he's going to try to go for 2. So this is going to be all on Juan Soto. He's going to be over here. We'll roll off of his outfield arm, see if he can gun Mookie Betts down at second base. It's a 196. 196 is here, and that's in the red, so that means that Betts is safe. Oh, you know what? His arm is a 1, right? His arm is a 1, so it's here. So it's still gonna be safe. He needed to be that was a 0 kind of range, so he's still gonna be safe. As second, as Mookie Betts turns that single into a hustle double. And we have a runner in scoring position with 2 outs. So what we're doing is we're taking the outfielder's range when it's hit into down the left field line, left center, or the right field line, because the outfielder generally has to move to get to those places. We're taking his range and his arm into consideration. So for Soto, not great range and a decent arm. -8 + 1 is -7. We compare that to Mookie Betts' running, which is a 2, and a 2 is greater than -7. So all of the onus is going to be on the outfielder to throw him out. So then we use the outfield arm chart to see if he throws him out. And because his arm is a 1, only a range of 211 to 360 does he throw him out. The outfield arm chart is based off of average kill percentage for a player. Don't know if I moved that, so I'm not going to move it. It's based off of the average kill percentage, which is runners attempting to go who get thrown out. So that's why it's so low. Freddie Freeman to the plate. He flied out to center field in his first at bat. He is going to be a 1/12, so this is off his card. 977 off a righty is going to be a possible home run. Let's see, that's a 6. A 6 on a home run is just over the right center field wall. I told you we were going to be able to rob home runs here. Let's see who the player is. It's going to be the center fielder. The center fielder is Trent Grisham. He is a range of 5. So we're going to see if there is a home run rob. There's an opportunity here. So we have the center field here, or the rob home run here. He's a 5, so he's going to be in this column here. So an 841 to 930. As this one is driven out to center field. 913. Oh, Trent Grisham, you can see. 913 falls right here. The green is a catch. Oh my gosh. Freddie can't believe it. As Trent Grisham climbs the wall and brings a home run back. That's going to be a fly ball to 8. And that is a star right there. So a great play by Trent Grisham to save 2 runs as he robs a home run from Freddie Freeman. Wow. I've never actually had someone rob the home run yet, so that's pretty cool. All right, we go to the bottom of the second inning. It's 2-2, and we have a 6 to Jake Cronenworth. Cronenworth going against the lefty is a 1-11, so it's off his card. 365. That's going to be a fly ball. That's popped up to the shortstop. 185. The shortstop is Miggy Rojas. Rojas is a +1, so he's going to make that catch out in left field, short left field, as we go P6 on the putout. And that's out number 1. 2-2 our score. Hassan Kim is he's a 1-6, so we got a 2. So 822 against a lefty is going to be a base hit. And for Kim, that's a line drive to left center field. It's the center fielder that picks it up. Kim runs at a 2. The center fielder is Hayward. He's got a +6. Good range in center field, so he's gonna stop there at first base. The percentages go way up if you have to go off of the outfield arm chart. So kind of how that works. Austin Nola against the lefty is a 0. Kershaw -6, so a 1-4 to Nola. This is off his card. 258 is going to be a ground ball. The ground ball goes to third base. No problem there from Max Muncy as he snags that grounder. We have a runner at first base, and we have a 4-11, and that's going to be a 5-4 double play chance. So we're looking at the DP number of the second baseman. So this guy is going to be out on the fielder's choice. Be out number 2. We look at the second baseman's double play rating, and that's going to be, I have it under arm here, but this is double play. That's going to be a +1. So let's roll to see if they make the turn. We're using this chart here and using this column. So anything 361 to 710. It is a 914, and that is out of range. So they only turn 1, and that will be a 5-4 fielder's choice. That's how double plays work in this game. When you have to roll for it. Here you can see there's a double play that has a question mark. That's the one we have to roll for. And then there's some double plays that just happen. It's just a double play with no question mark. That's an automatic double play. Yu Darvish. Sorry, Trent Grisham. Left on left matchup. He is going to be a 1-11, but this is off of Kershaw's card. So a 0-20 is a ground ball. That goes to second base as Grisham rolls over it. A 2-01, the second baseman is a -1. And that's going to be a good play. So let's see what happens, because it's a possibility that it's an all safe here. 732, probably going to be an out. So at first base, that's a 4-3 put out. As Grisham goes down with the third out of the inning. The Padres don't score, and we head to the top of the third inning. It is 2-2, LA and San Diego. So a lot of moving parts here, but once you kind of get into the flow and rhythm of the game, it's not so difficult. Will Smith against Yu Darvish. This is a 1/9 for Will Smith. So it comes off his card. 447 is a line drive to 637. That's a liner to center field. No problem in center field for Grisham, as he'll make the catch for out number 1. Max Muncy to the plate. Yu Darvish strong against lefties. So he's going to be just a 1/5 for Muncy to get control. And a 7.99. That's another hit off of Yu Darvish. So Muncy with a potential double here. And that'll be a line drive to left center field. It is the left fielder who gets the ball. So that rolls all the way to the wall. Let's see if there's an error on the play. No error. And so Max Muncy will be standing up at second base with a double. 1-out double. Brings Jason Hayward to the plate. Hayward with an RBI single on his first at-bat. This is coming off of Darvish's card. 332 against the lefty is going to be a line drive that goes to right field. Potential error on the right fielder. That's Tatis. He's a 0. So 182 is not going to be an error. So Tatis makes the catch in right field on the liner. And let's see if there's any runner advancement. We have a line drive fly ball runner advancement as well. And a 673 is here with a runner at second base is a no-go. So short liner to right field, no advancement by the runner. And it's going to bring up James Outman. Outman doubled his first time up. He's got a -3, so 1/7. This is off of Darvish again. 839, he leaves one out over the plate. And 839, James Outman gets hold of this one. And he hits it down the line. A home run if it stays fair, and it does. It hits off of the foul pole. And that's going to be a 2-run jack for James Outman. As he goes yard, that puts the Dodgers up 4-0 or 4-2. Darvish can't believe it. Can't believe it stayed fair, but it did. As that goes off of the right field foul pole. Next up is Miggy Vargas, the second baseman. He's a 1-7 to have control, so this is off of Darvish. 0.48 is a grounder. That goes to third base. Manny Ball is there at third, and he's going to make the play over to first, but that's one batter too late. As James Outman with the 2-run home run puts LA ahead 4-2. Go to the bottom of the third inning. It'll be the top of the order for the Padres, Tatis, Machado, and Soto. They're the ones who did the damage in the first inning. It is a 1-6 for Tatis. So this is off of his card. 477 against the lefty is going to be a strikeout. So he goes down swinging. And that's out number 1 for Kershaw. Not a lot of strikeouts in this one. I thought there would be a few more. Maybe they're coming. You got Machado against the lefty, also 1-6. So this is a 6, and that's going to come off of Machado's card. A 933 off a lefty is a little blooper down the right field line. Nobody's going to get there, and he's going to hustle in for a double. As Manny Machado with the 1-out double to right field got it in off his fist and was able to dump it down the line. Brings up Juan Soto. Soto, a lefty. He's going to be a 1/16. That's actually a 16, so this comes off his card. 365 is a line drive. That liner goes into left field as Soto goes the other way with it. The catch is going to be made in left. No issues there. That'll be out number 2. Let's see if there's any runner advancement. Highly doubt it to left field. But you can see there's a chance here, so maybe it's a deep fly ball. 543 though is going to be here in the red, so no runner advancement on the play, and that's going to bring up Xander Bogaerts. Bogaerts with an opportunity to cut into the Los Angeles lead, and this will come off of Kershaw's card. 356. It's going to be another line drive. This time also to left field, and the left fielder is there to make the play. Nice catch there by Outman coming in on the little bloop line drive to left. Kershaw sits down the Padres in the bottom of the third. It's still 4-2 LA. Darvish will face off against the bottom of the order, Peralta, Rojas, and then back to the top with Mookie Betts. Betts 2 for 2 with 2 doubles in this one. Darvish against lefties is generally really good, so he's going to be a 1-5 for control for Peralta. 573. That's going to be a strikeout. So second strikeout of the day for Yu Darvish as he takes care of David Peralta. Miguel Rojas playing at short in this game. He grounded out to the shortstop in his first at-bat. He's going to be a 1-6 for control. So this goes off of Darvish's card. Again, another high roll, as this will be a hit off of Darvish. 493 is going to be a base hit. That hit goes to, it's a ground ball through the left side. And Miguel Rojas with a solid single with 1 out. Brings up the man of the hour, Mookie Betts, 2 for 2, 2 doubles, and a run scored. This will come off Darvish's card. A 661 against a right-hander is going to be a strikeout. So third K of the day, second of the inning for Yu Darvish. 1 on and 2 outs for Freddie Freeman, left-handed stick. He's going to be a 1-9 for control, so that's going to come off his card. A 984. That's super big trouble as he gets hold of one, and this is another potential home run, as this time it's a no-doubter deep to right center field. That was a hanger, and Freddie doesn't miss this one. He got robbed of a home run his last at-bat. But this time he's going to drill yet another 2-run shot for the Dodgers, and that puts them up 6-2. As deuces are wild in this one for LA. Brings up Will Smith. Smith 0 for 2. A 0-70 is going to be a grounder. That goes to the shortstop. No problem at short, as Xander Bogaerts with a good peg to first, and that ends the inning. But Freddie Freeman doing damage in the fourth as he hits a 2-run shot deep to right field in San Diego, a no-doubter, and that gives LA the 6-2 lead. We head to the bottom of the fourth inning. It's 6-2 Dodgers, and San Diego will send up Cruz, Cronenworth, and Kim to the plate. Cruz is a 1-3 for control, but he does get control. 606 against a lefty is going to be a strikeout for Cruz. So Cruz goes down with the K. Third strikeout of the day for Clayton Kershaw. Kershaw about a 30% K percentage against right-handed batters. Pretty tough. Against lefties, though, he can be had. So this is a 1 to 11 for Cronenworth. It's 12. So 425 off of Kershaw against the lefty is going to be a fly ball. That's a fly ball out to center field. No problem out there. In center field for Jason Hayward as he catches it for out number 2. And Cronenworth heads back to the dugout. Ha-Sung Kim is a right-handed batter. He's going to face off against Kershaw. He singled in his last at-bat, but was erased on a fielder's choice. He's a 1 to 6. So this is off of Kershaw. 936 is going to be a hit of some sort. 522 off a lefty is a base knock for Ha-Sung Kim, and that's going to be a line drive to left center field. It'll be the left fielder Outman who gets it. Ha-Sung Kim runs at a +2. Outman is going to be a +1. So Kim is going to try to stretch this into a double, see if he can get himself into scoring position. Outman is here in the +1 column. 315. And he guns him down. Wow. Ha-Sung Kim thrown out at second base, trying to advance. And we're going to call that a 7. We'll call it 7-4 on the put out. And just like that. My goodness. A good throw from Outman as he hurried over and he picked it up in left center field, and he guns down Ha-Sung Kim trying to advance to second base. We head to the top of the 5th inning, still 6-2. Padres being aggressive there on the base paths. Probably not a bad idea at the bottom of the order. Max Muncy's going to stand in. He is 2 for 2, also 2 doubles, just like Mookie Betts. He has 2 runs scored. He is going to be a 1 to 5 for control. So this comes off Darvish. 487 is going to be a strikeout. So Darvish starting to get it working with the strikeout pitch as he gets the Dodgers' third baseman looking. Brings up Jason Hayward. Hayward will be a 1 to 4, or 1 to 6, I guess. This comes off of Darvish. 322 is going to be a line drive. And that liner goes to second base. The second baseman is Ha-Sung Kim. And Kim is going to make the play at second base. Nice catch there. That's out number 2. Brings up James Outman. Outman has been everything but that. He's got a home run and a double. Had a 2-run homer in his last at-bat. He is a 1 to 4 for control, and he gets it again. 284 is going to be a strikeout. So this time Darvish gets his number. Third time through the order, Darvish seems to be getting stronger. So that's a goose egg there. He stays for the strikeout, and then he gets 1 for the 1-2-3 inning. So you can see here, so you get a +1 for a strikeout, +1 for a 1-2-3 inning. And good inning for Darvish in the 5th. Go to the bottom of the 5th. It is 6-2 LA. Padres looking to put up something, anything, against Clayton Kershaw. Their only runs here were a 2-run homer by Manny Machado back in the 1st. Austin Nola, the catcher, is going to be a 1 to 4 for control. It's a 10, so 743 goes off of Kershaw. And that's going to be a walk. First walk of the day for Clayton Kershaw. As Nola draws the walk, and he'll be at first base with nobody out. Trent Grisham to the plate. He rolled over one and hit it to second base in his first at-bat. Lefty-lefty matchup here, so it's going to be a 1 to 11 for Trent Grisham. 635 against a lefty is a strikeout. Nice pitch from Clayton Kershaw as he gets him with the big curveball. Back to the top of the order with Fernando Tatis. He's 1 for 2. He hasn't a single with a a run scored. And this will come off of Clayton Kershaw. 689 against a righty is another strikeout as Kershaw starting to find the range. And that is back-to-back strikeouts for the big left-hander from Texas. Manny Machado to the plate. Machado 2 for 2. He's got a homer, 2-run homer and a double. Let's see if Kershaw can take care of business here. This is going to come off of Kershaw's card, 556. Against a righty will be another strikeout. So after a leadoff walk, Kershaw strikes out the side. And that's going to be another 0 for San Diego as they're running out of outs in this one. Kershaw finding the range, and we are headed to the top of the 6th inning. Good one here, 6-2. Yu Darvish still going strong on the mound. He'll face off against Miguel Vargas, David Peralta, and Miggy Rojas. Vargas is a 1-7 for control, so not off of him. 862 though comes off of Darvish's card. That'll be a base hit for Miguel Vargas. That is a line drive into center field, and the center fielder Grisham is going to come over to it. Grisham is a +3. Vargas runs at a 0, so no need to chance it there. And we are going to have David Peralta stand in. He's 0 for 2, does have a runner at first base. Vargas runs, or he steals at a -1. This doesn't seem really worth it, although the arm is a -2, so that's a -3. You know what? We're gonna have him try it. So it's the way we do a steal is we have a hold of -1. We have a catcher arm of -2, so that's a -3. And then we do Peralta's, not Peralta, but Miguel Vargas' speed. So -1 minus a -3 is a +2. So do that math in your head. A +2 is here in this column, and that's quite a bit of green there. So we're going to try that. As he takes off for second base. Was it an 8? I don't know if that's 8 or 14. Hard to believe it's 14, right? 239 is here, and he is just in under the tag. As not a speedy base stealer, but he does get in there for the stolen base. But mostly because the battery is just so bad, right? It's not a good pitcher-catcher combination. As Miguel Vargas swipes the bag, David Peralta comes up. Vargas with a few stolen base attempts. I have the stolen base attempts on there just to help you understand like how much do they generally run. Like David Peralta, he'll run against right-handers but not left-handers, so you know, give you a sense of like how much they should be running. David Peralta against a righty, he's going to be a 1-8 for control, so 503 off of Darvish's card is a strikeout. So runner at second base, and we get a strikeout of David Peralta. Yu Darvish now with what does he got? 4, 5, 6 Ks on the day. Brings up Miguel Rojas. Rojas is going to be a 1-8 as well for control. So 372 for him is a fly ball. 645, that's a fly ball out to center field. The center fielder is Trent Grisham. No problem for Grisham on the catch. And let's see about any player movement. .085, fly ball to center field, runner at second. .085 is going to be in the yellow, and that's going to be the player's decision to go. We don't have wild pitches and stuff worked in yet, so I'm not going to be inclined to do that. If I have wild pitches worked in, I would definitely send them there, because then that ups your ability. But we got Mookie Betts coming in. No need to get thrown out with one of the top 3 players in the game coming up to bat. He gets control of this one. It's a 105. That'll be a ground ball. And that goes to second base. The second baseman is Ha-Seong Kim, and he'll make the catch. Let's see what happens on the play. Got a runner at second base here, and a 757. That's going to be a 4-3 put out. So no funky play happening there. Just a basic inning ground ball to second, and Darvish puts up another 0 on the Dodgers. So we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's 6-2. Clayton Kershaw, after a couple runs in the first inning, has really settled in. A couple of mistake pitches from Yu Darvish. Home run to Altman, home run to Freeman, almost a home run. Freeman almost with 2 home runs in this one. But he was robbed by Trent Grisham in center field. And we're going to be looking at Juan Soto. Juan Soto to the plate. 0 for 2. He's got a ground out and a line out. Against the lefty, he's going to be a 1-13. So this is off of his card. 524 off a lefty is a strikeout. First K of the day for Soto. 4 strikeouts in a row for Clayton Kershaw, going back to the last inning, and he's starting to roll a little bit. Xander Bogaerts to the plate. Bogaerts is going to be a 1-5 for control, so this is off of Kershaw. 719 against a righty is going to be yet another strikeout. 720 up to 721 is his K, so he is right there. And that is now 5 strikeouts in a row for Clayton Kershaw, who's been sitting there on that 8 for a while. 2 down now in the bottom of the 6th. Nelson Cruz to the plate, big right-handed batter. He is going to be a 1-3 for control. Finally gets wood on it. It's a ground ball. That goes to second base, just at the top of the second base range, and he's going to make the play there. No problem at second for Miguel Vargas, as he throws out the very not speedy Nelson Cruz. And finally have to take a little stamina off of Clayton Kershaw, but Kershaw there with 5 Ks in a row is dominating the Padres as he puts up another 0 in the 6th. And we head to the top of the 7th inning. 6-2 is our score. Freddie Freeman to the plate. Freeman is a 1-12 for control. 713 against a right-hander is going to be a hit by pitch as Darvish comes in a little high and tight. And Freddie goes down to first base. Brings up Will Smith. Smith against a righty. He's going to be a 1-9 for control. This will come off his card. 243 is going to be a fly ball, and that goes to left field. 087, possibility of an error here. Soto is a 0. For a 0 rated fielder, it's a 1-30. So no error in left as he makes the catch. And we'll see if there's any advancement by the runner. 844. It's the player's choice. Soto has a +1 arm. Freddie runs at a +1. So it's going to be on Freddie to have to do that. We'll leave him there. So it's going to bring up Max Muncy. Muncy 2 for 3, couple doubles. And Darvish to Muncy. This is going to be Darvish's last inning, I think. So against righties, he's a +1. He's a -6 to lefties. So 1 to 5, Muncy gets control. This goes off Darvish's card. A 187 is a fly ball. That will go out to center field. Center fielder Grisham is there to make the catch. And there's one opportunity for an auto advancement on a fly ball, 771. And that's not that opportunity. So we got 2 down, no runner advancement on the play. Brings up Jason Hayward, center fielder. Hayward is 1 for 3. He had an RBI single back in the first. It's going to come off Darvish's card. 142 will be a ground ball. That goes to the second baseman as Hayward rolls over one. A 120 is a possibility. Second baseman Kim is a 0, so no error on the play. He'll make the catch, and we'll see what happens on the play as there's a runner at first base. Most of the time, this is pretty benign, but you never know. 208 with a runner at first. That's going to be a 4-6 put out as Kim flips to second base, and Bogarts makes the out at second. Yu Darvish pitched very well in this one as he finishes up his day going 7 innings. He did give up 6 runs, but gave some length to the Padres, and they're going to try to come back on Clayton Kershaw, who's still going strong in this one. Jake Cronenworth, Ha-Seong Kim, and Austin Nola for the Padres. This will come off of Clayton Kershaw's card, so a 729 is going to be a walk. So just the second walk of the day for Clayton Kershaw. Ha-Seong Kim to the plate. It's off Kershaw's card again. A 135 is going to be a ground ball. 699. That goes right to the shortstop. A 961. No error on the play. We got a runner at first base. 613 to the shortstop is going to be a 643 automatic double play, as that is a gift up the middle. So we get the fielder's choice. That's 1 out. Over to first, and Kim is down on the 643 double play. 2 down now. Nobody on for Austin Nola. Nola 0 for 1. Walked in his last at bat. He's a 1 to 5 for control. So this is a 736 off of Kershaw. 736 is another walk. He's starting to lose his control a little bit. That is walk number 3 on the day. And let's see if he can get out of this without being harmed. He'll be facing off against Trent Grisham. Grisham against lefties is a 0, so he's a 1 to 4 for control. He gets control. 144 though is going to be a ground ball that goes to the shortstop. No problem at short. And with a runner at first base, what happens? 883. Runner at first base. That's going to be a 6-3 put out. Ranging to his left is the shortstop Rojas, and he gets it over to first. And Kershaw gets himself out of trouble there in the 7th. that will be his last inning, as well as the Dodgers will turn it over to the bullpen. All right, so we're going to get a new pitcher for the Padres. All right, and the new pitcher for the Padres is going to be Tom Cosgrove. He's a lefty. Pretty good against left-handed batters, and they got a couple of lefties, Outman and Peralta, coming up. So let's see if he can move through the lineup. He'll be facing off against James Outman. He replaces Yu Darvish, 7 innings, 10 hits, 6 runs. All were earned. No walks and 6 Ks for the Padres starter. Gave up 3 2-run home runs. Actually, 2 2-run home runs and a little bit of manufactured runs in the first inning. So this will come off Cosgrove's card. 123 against a lefty is going to be a grounder. So 558 will be a ground ball to the shortstop. No problem at short, as the shortstop, Xander Bogaerts, gets it over to first for out number 1. Next up for the Dodgers will be Miguel Vargas. He's a right-handed batter. Against lefties, he's a 0. And Cosgrove is a 0, so they're even Steven. 871 off of Cosgrove is going to be a hit by pitch as he plunks the batter. And Miguel Vargas standing in at first base. He had a stolen base in his last at-bat. They're up 6-2 in the 8th. Probably not going to do that here. David Peralta is a 1-8. So this comes off of the pitcher, 753. Oh, just into the walk range, as that is just off the outside corner. And that's going to put 2 on now. And all the control goes to the batter card. So Cosgrove in a little bit of trouble here. And let's see if he can wriggle out of it. 1 out with 2 on. It's a 745 against the lefty is going to be a single. And that's a little blooper down the left field line for Miguel Rojas as he gets way out in front of it, hits it off the end of the bat, and that's going to be a single. For Vargas, who runs at a 0 down the left field line, he will score. And David Peralta, who runs at a -4, he is not going to advance. So that's a base hit into left field. And I think we got to get a new pitcher here. Face off against the top of the order. So let me get that new pitcher in for the Padres. All right, the new pitcher is going to be Steven Wilson. Righty, he is going to replace Cosgrove, who goes just a third of an inning. He gives up 1 run so far. He's responsible for these 2 runners on base. We got 1 out and 2 on, and Wilson will be facing off against Mookie Betts. Betts is a 1-14 for control, and he does get control. And this is going to be a big problem, as Wilson leaves one down the middle of the plate, and Mookie, out in front of it, hits it down the line. It's fair if it, or a home run if it stays fair, and it will bang off of the fair pole. And that's 2 of them off the pole. The poles are ringing, and that is a 3-run jack by Mookie Betts. So no relief from the San Diego bullpen as he started here. He's there now. And this is turning into a rout as it's now 10-2 LA in the top of the 8th. So 2 more runs. 3 of those runs are charged here. And that will close the day on Cosgrove. Brings up Freddie Freeman. Freeman with 1 home run already. He got robbed of another. And he's also flied out. So against Wilson, he will be a 1-16. So 403 is a line drive for Freddie. That liner goes into left field. And 888 is a catch made by the left fielder. What does it say? A line drive to left, line drive to 7. So that's going to be out number 2. Freddie hit it on the nose, but hit it right at the left fielder. Soto, no problem out there. Will Smith now, the catcher, is standing in. He is a 1-11 for control. It's a 145. It's going to be a fly ball. Fly ball out to left field. Soto is standing there. He'll make the catch. Barely had to move, and that's going to be out number 3. But the big damage done by Mookie Betts. The 3-run home run. The Dodgers score 4 in the top of the 8th inning, and they lead this one 10-2. I think we're going to replace... Actually, let's just leave Kershaw in there. What do you think? We'll just leave him in there. Let's see how he does. He'll probably blow up. But you never know. So Kershaw with a 1. This is going to be controlled to Tatis, 963 against a lefty, and that's exactly what I thought. Tiring Kershaw leaves one on the corner, and Fernando Tatis makes him pay as he hits this one out to dead center field, 440 feet. That was crushed by the young Padre right fielder, and Manny Machado to the plate. It's now 10-3. Machado with a home run in this game. He had a home run back in the first inning. This is going to come off of Kershaw. 324 against a righty is a fly ball. This is out to center field. No problem in center field for Jason Hayward as he makes the catch for out number 1. We're to 0, so Juan Soto to the plates, 362. This will be a line drive. He hits this to first base. First baseman is Freeman, and he'll make the snag at first, and that'll be out number 2. No error on the play. Xander Bogaerts stands in. 465 against a lefty is going to be another line drive. 445, that'll be a liner to center field. Coming in hard is the center fielder, and that's Jason Hayward. He will make the catch. No error on the play. So after the leadoff home run, Clayton Kershaw sits down the Padres. Sorry, that should be a 1. And it is now 10-3. San Diego trailing. Let's get a new pitcher in for the Padres. Not the new pitcher for the Padres. It's going to be Luis Garcia, a right-handed pitcher. He can go 4 batters for his stamina. He replaces Steven Wilson, who goes 2/3 of an inning. Gives up 1 hit, the home run to Mookie Betts. 2 of those runs were charged to Cosgrove, and he picks up 1 of those runs. So, no walks, no strikeouts, just face 3 batters. And Garcia stands in against Max Muncy. Muncy, 2 for 4, started the day well with a couple of doubles and runs scored, and then has been a little bit silent the last couple of at-bats, but he's going to get 1 against Garcia here, and he will be even up. I brought in Garcia because he's strong against lefties. We got 3 lefties here coming up. So 1 to 10 for Muncy. So this comes off of Garcia's card. A 420 against a lefty is going to be a strikeout. So nice pitch there by Garcia for out number 1. Jason Hayward stands in. Hayward against a righty is a +2. So he's a 1 to 11. This will be off Hayward's card. 7-11 against a right-hander. That's going to be a walk from Hayward. Patiently takes his walk. And now James Outman stands in. He's a left-handed bat. He's a 1 to 9 for control. So this comes off the pitcher. 870 is going to be a hit for James Outman off of the pitcher's card. A 630 is going to be a double. And that is a double off the wall as he drives one into center field. And that's 2 bags for him. Hayward runs at a 0. And the center fielder is Grisham. He's a +3. So it's all going to be on Jason Hayward. I think they're going to hold him up at third and give Miguel Vargas a chance to drive in the runs. They're up 10 to 3. No need to pile it on necessarily or unnecessarily. Vargas is even up. This is a 651 off of Vargas's card. 651 is a strikeout. So Miguel Vargas with the K. That's out number 2. And we have 2 on with 2 out. Runners at second and third for David Peralta. Dodgers up now 10 to 3 in the bottom or the top of the 9th inning. Peralta a lefty, and he's going to be even up with Garcia. So this goes, that's a 9. So that's going to go off of Peralta's card. 229 against a righty is going to be a ground ball. That grounder goes to second base as Peralta rolls over. The pitch, it's a 21. Let's see, the second baseman is Kim. Kim is a 0, and that's going to be an E4. And that's going to score a run as Kim can't handle the grounder. Moves the runner over there. And we're going to score on the air. I believe it gets an RBI for that. So David Peralta on with the error. Ha-Seong Kim with the uncharacteristic error for him. It brings up Miggy Rojas. Rojas a 1 to 11 for control, 737. And that's going to be just into the walk range. And that's going to put runners at every base. Luis Garcia now. No opportunity to control the at-bat. He's going to face the Tiger here as Betts is 3 for 5. A 0.76 is going to be a ground ball. That goes to the third baseman. And no problem there as Manny Machado makes the snag. We got bases loaded, 6-18. And with 2 outs, that's going to be a 5-3 put out. So Manny Machado puts out the fire with a strong throw to first. And that gets Mookie Betts by about a step, but the Dodgers do put 1 more on the board. It's now 11 to 3. And we're going to leave Clayton Kershaw in there just to finish up the game. He does not have control of any at-bat. That could change if we get a strikeout or a double play or something like that. He's facing off against Nelson Cruz. Cruz 0 for 3. The San Diego lineup, for the most part, has just been dominated outside of this 2 runs in the very top of the first inning, or bottom of the first inning. Against lefties, Cruz is a -1. Against righties, Clayton Kershaw is a -6, so that is a -7 to the batter. 10 minus 7 is a 3, so a 1 to 3. Cruz, actually all of the, it's all off of Cruz at this point, right? Because this is 0. So 624 off a lefty is a strikeout. Sorry, that was a lot of machinations there just to throw it all away. And so now we have to do that. The strikeout gives Clayton Kershaw a +1. You can't go less than 1 for the... You can't go less than 0. So I'll just give them +1, put them back in there where they can have some control. Jake Cronenworth is going to be a 1 to 11. So this comes off Kershaw. 154 against a lefty as a grounder. That goes to third base. 986. Muncy is a -6 on his error, so that's going to be an error on the third baseman Muncy, who can't handle the ball. And Cronenworth is standing at first base now with 1 out. Brings up Ha-Seong Kim. Kim against lefties is a +2, so he's a 1 to 6 for control. Actually, it doesn't matter there, right? Because he's at a 0. So 278 for Kim is going to be a fly ball. And that fly ball goes to left field. Another potential error here. A 0-0-3. The left fielder is Soto. He's a 0. And that's going to be another back-to-back errors. Very strange. And that's going to be a 1-base error out there, as Kim had to be cautious. So 2 on for the Padres and Austin Nola to the plates. No need to roll that. So this is a 99 against the lefty. Is going to be a ground ball. The ground ball goes to the shortstop. 058. Man, such low numbers we're rolling here. Shortstop is Rojas. He's a +1. And he'll make the catch, just barely. A 509 to the shortstop with runners at first and second. That's a 643 double play. And that will actually end the game, as the Dodgers are going to take game 1. So that's out number 2, out number 3. The Dodgers are going to take game number 1 by a score of 5, 7, 9, 11, 2, 3. All right. Big win, complete game for Clayton Kershaw. I will come back with the totals. All right, and we are back with the totals. It is an 11-3 victory for Los Angeles over San Diego. Again, this game played on May the 5th, 2023. Actual lineups and game played. For the Dodgers, it's 11 runs on 13 hits and 2 errors. For San Diego, it's 3 runs on 6 hits and 1 error. The winning pitcher is Clayton Kershaw. Goes 9 innings, complete game. Gives up 6 hits, 3 runs, all earned. 3 walks and 9 strikeouts. For the losing Padres, it'll be Darvish taking the loss. 7 innings, 10 hits, 6 runs, 6 Ks and no walks. And Cosgrove, just a third of an inning, gets charged with 3 runs there. Not a great pitching day for the Padres, but there's a lot of teams that had not great pitching days against the Dodgers. Part of it is just the Dodgers offense. And so LA takes game 1. There will be 2 more games in this series. Not sure when I will post them, but we'll go ahead and play them out. I'm testing again. This is a game called Precision Baseball. And Precision Baseball is a new game in development. And you can see we're using our new pitcher stamina system to be able to sort of shift pitcher stamina throughout the game. And the key to the game is we're trying to express all the different areas of a baseball game as precisely as possible. Hopefully that's going to create realism. Hopefully that's going to create the sort of realistic fluctuations that you would hope for in a baseball game. You have 11-3 games. You have 3-0 games. I mean, it's been a little bit all over the place. 5-1, 6-1, 7-1, 8-2. We have a lot of pretty realistic scores that are going on, and so I feel really good about that. I ran some numbers on a 3-game series, San Diego at Los Angeles, that was actually played right after this. And aside from LA hitting the ball a little bit better, most of the numbers came on really close to what they were as far as team totals and things like that. So I feel really confident and good about the game. If you like to try it out, the best way is to just join the Facebook group. If you're on Facebook, you can go to Facebook and type in Clark and Addison Gaming Company, and you'll be able to find our Facebook group. Just answer a few questions. It's a private group, so answer a few questions. It's nothing like prying or difficult, just kind of like, what do you like to play kind of stuff. And then I'll let you in to the group, and then once you're into that Facebook group, you can go to the files section of that group and download the latest test demo files, so you can play. It's like 6 to 8 teams that I've included, like the first 6 or 8 teams alphabetically, and then you can play through those teams, play them any way that you want to. There's American League, there's National League, there's like a mixture of teams. Some are good, some are bad, some are in between. And so just try them out and try out the game. You'll get all of the game pieces, like the components, not this page right here, although that's in the file section as well. I believe I put it there. So you can try out all of these different mechanics, and you'll have all the cards that you need in order to play, so you can print them and cut them. And what I'm looking for is people to play 10 to 20 games or so, and just, kind of share with me your thoughts. What can be better? What needs to be cut? What needs to be added? What would make the game even better as you play through it? What can I do to make it easier to understand? Is there something about the cards that could be added to or changed? So just trying to really think through the fullness of the game, not just gameplay, but all of the different component pieces as well. And if you have any questions or comments, you can leave a comment here. If you like the game, or if you like the video, I guess, give it a thumbs up. If you're interested in the game and you don't want to join Facebook, or you're not on Facebook, then you can just email me at clarkandaddisongaming@gmail.com, and I'll send you the test files. clarkandaddisongaming@gmail.com. But what you need is a D20, and you're going to need 3 D10 dice. Red, white, and blue is pretty easy, pretty standard, but you can use any colors. You just need one to represent the hundreds digit, one the tens, and one the ones. And then that just sort of stands in all the time, and you just read them like that all the time. With a lot of people are playing season ticket, and that's, you're going to use the red, white, and blue. So I'm pretty confident a lot of gamers are going to have a red, white, and blue die, or red, white, and blue group of dice. And then you just need some sort of markers for the stamina. It doesn't, I'm just using these little D4s, but it can be anything. It can be a coin or an actual little marker. And then we have all the charts. All the charts come with the game. Still working on some of them, still adding to some of them. The Rob home run chart came in today. Grisham robbed the home run. That was awesome. Never had that happen before, but there's a couple of results where the home run goes just over the left center field or right center field wall, and then that's an opportunity to rob a home run if it's possible. Obviously Fenway Park in left center field is not possible, but in right center field it is. So just kind of looking at those things, and I'll need to provide those wall dimensions to let you know, okay, this ballpark is possible, this ballpark is not possible. But if you know some of the ballparks, you'll know where it's possible to actually get one. Jacobs Field, is that what it's still called? Progressive Field in Cleveland. Is it called Progressive? Maybe Progressive. It used to be Jacobs Field when it opened, but their wall is way too high. Same thing in Houston. You can't rob a home run in Houston. So there's some ballparks where you can't do that because the wall is just too high for anybody to scale it and try to get a home run. But I'm pretty sure in San Diego you are able to. So I'll have to look that up, but I'm playing it like you can. And it was exciting. So I took a home run away from Freddie Freeman, but he did come back and he got angry and cranked one to right center field. So not happy about that situation, but really exciting. I like playing the game. I don't always like playing all the games, to be honest, that I make, but I really like playing this game. It's like it moves at a good pace, but it's slow. It's full of lots of different details, which is really cool. But I don't feel like it's overwhelming, once you get into kind of memorizing some of the things that are going on. So let me know what you think. Love to hear your questions in the comments if you have any, or any comments about the game. If you've watched any of my other videos about precision baseball, I do a lot of updates on it. This is the main game I'm working on right now, and yeah, just really enjoying it. So hopefully you'll go and give it a try. Again, if you're not on Facebook and you're not in the Facebook group, email me at clarkandaddisongaming@gmail.com and I will get that out to you. All right, I think that's it from here. LA takes it 11-3, game number 1 of this 3-game set in San Diego. San Diego looks to bounce back in the next one. Clayton Kershaw with a complete game, 6-hitter, gives up 3 runs, but was masterful throughout the middle of the game. And beautiful performance from the old lefty. So we'll see how things turn out for the rest of the series. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.